Hello everyone, today I'm going to react about Samsung S95B QD OLED review video. I took this video from Chris Culture. Go to their channel and subscribe and press the bell icon, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel also. It is the best gaming OLED TV right now, it's very unique TV. We are very excited to see this TV actually, how it perform, and its picture shadow detail. I also eager to see this. I hope you guys are also excited to see this. So let's see the video.
Has Samsung arguably created the best TV ever? Wait, I know what you're thinking. A Samsung? Really? The highly anticipated QD OLED has arrived, and I've had just about a week to dive through the settings and really get a proper understanding on what this TV has to offer. Now let me first start off by saying this TV is incredible, but not without its drawbacks. The ridiculous picture this TV displays simply overshadows the flaws the TV possesses. When watching movies or TV shows, I almost always use streaming apps such as Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime to say a few. But this TV came pre-installed with all of the above in addition to Apple TV, HBO, and Disney. Of course, you have the option to easily download additional apps if you so choose to. If you notice, the menu appears to be snappy, and it is, but only when you give it time to process all of the thumbnails and suggested media, which can be a little annoying. I would say that is my first negative. Samsung is using its new neural quantum processor with 4K upscaling. Again, I normally watch 4K content through various streaming providers, but I do occasionally watch cable. The cable box produces a 1080i signal. The picture is decent, and I presume the TV is upscaling to 4K, but it doesn't look great in comparison to streaming 4K content from your cable provider or streaming service. So 4K upscaling is decent, but nothing revolutionary. Watching full HD DVDs on my PS5, the upscaling to 4K looks surprisingly really good. We should factor in the ps5's built-in upscaler, as well as the actual TV upscaling to 4K. Full HD DVDs are 1080p uncompressed, not 1080i, the signal I'm getting from the cable box, so DVDs will inherently look better. But what about the native 4K DVDs? So I fired up Avengers Endgame, and wow! The colors are so rich and vivid. The clarity is sharp, almost feeling three-dimensional. This could be contributed to Samsung's Real Depth Enhancer, ideal for nature shows and other real-life programs. Real Depth Enhancer mirrors how the human eye processes depth by increasing foreground contrast. I remember watching this movie in the theater, and I don't recall being amazed at the quality of the picture. It's just something about these QD OLEDs that make everything look so much better. Let's take a look at SDR content. I bet you thought this was an HDR, but this is actually an SDR. The color reproduction this TV is capable of achieving is truly next level, and you don't necessarily need to be watching HDR content to see it. But when you are viewing HDR content, you will notice a real upgrade in color volume, color gamut, blinding specular highlights, and detailed blacks. I mean, everything you want in an HDR experience. I wanted to highlight a cool feature, the juxtaposed picture-in-picture. This isn't really new or anything, but it can be useful to some people. You can have a game walkthrough video on one side and the actual gameplay on the other. You can even have both audios playing at the same time. I don't know. It might be useful to some people, but it's an additional feature I would rather have than not. It's game time. Let me start off by saying I've personally owned several LG OLEDs, dating all the way back to 2016 when I purchased my first E-Series OLED. You know, the one with the silver grill-like speakers on the bottom? Yeah, that TV. Since then I have purchased two LG CXs and more recently the LG C1, so I'm very versed with OLEDs and I have witnessed the growth within the technology. I actually replaced my 49-inch Samsung Odyssey monitor for the LG CX. At the time, I just wanted a better HDR experience while playing on PC. Now, it was literally night and day. My HDR titles look so much better and more immersive. Graduating to the C1, I've noticed a sharper image and slight increase to brightness, which is what we all have been wanting, but nothing really revolutionary, nothing next gen. I will go on record saying that S95B is currently the best gaming TV on the market. I am coming from the C1, and I know the C2 is out and is getting great reviews, but it's not hitting hard like the S95B. Again, for me, it's just small incremental advancements, nothing visually groundbreaking. But I digress. I do believe this is just something you will have to see in person for yourself. Aside from the excellent visuals, this TV has a native 120Hz refresh rate, auto game mode, VRR, FreeSync Premium, which is compatible with Nvidia's G-Sync for you PC gamers, HDR10 Plus gaming, and Game Motion Plus. What more can you ask for? On the Xbox Series X, we have 4K at 120Hz, VRR, HDR10 all enabled. Pretty much everything just works out the box, except for Dolby Vision, which will be my second negative for some people, but not for me. I personally can live without it, especially the color reproduction this TV can achieve. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, but I am curious to see how it would look on this television. I could not enable Game Motion Plus on the Series X. I disabled VRR, but it still wouldn't work. If anyone knows a quick fix on how to enable it on the Series X, please let me know in the comments. I personally don't use Game Motion Plus because it introduces input lag. It's minimum, but I do feel the lag. But for the sake of the video, I wanted to test it out. As for the PS5, Game Motion Plus works. I believe because the PS5 has not yet fully enabled VRR. I tried it out playing the Order 1886. This game runs at a 1080p 30 frames per second, so this title will work perfect to test Game Motion Plus. And I have to say, I didn't like the lag it introduced. When turning the camera, I noticed a slowdown in response time. Also, when Game Motion Plus is enabled, the TV response time will drop down to fast only. On the plus side, to my eyes, there are no artifacts or pixelation when viewing Game Motion. Unfortunately, I don't have a PC to test, but I'm really contemplating whether I should purchase one to see how PC gaming looks and plays on this TV. As for general productivity, I did fire up my MacBook Pro just to see how the TV handles resolution and clarity of type, and I must admit the type was extremely clear with no visible aliasing or blurriness. Photoshop and Adobe Premiere scaled great. Of course, a 65-inch TV is a tad bit big to be using as my everyday monitor, but at least we know the TV performs great with Max in PC mode. Overall, I'm in pure bliss gaming on this TV. I'm actually replaying most of my games mainly because it almost feels like I'm playing an upgraded version of the game. The TV truly enhances the look and feel of the games. I'm trying my best to show you guys on camera, but I could never capture what I'm seeing in real time. I can only try my best to articulate what I am experiencing. I love my LG OLEDs, but this TV has the X factor, and it's the higher peak brightness. It truly makes a difference. Everything just pops more. The color feels so much more rich and vibrant. It makes it impossible, at least for me, to go back to WRGB OLEDs. Samsung has made me a believer of QD OLED technology, but I am curious to see what Sony will do with theirs, the A95K, which I will be getting and comparing against this TV. So here are my final thoughts. Samsung has something special here, and they really have disrupted the market. I am surprised by the level of clarity, vibrancy, and attention to detail they have put into this product. Upon first sight, I was immediately floored. But what about the negatives? Well, I believe I mentioned two: slow Smart Hub and no Dolby Vision. Samsung Smart Hub basically ripped a page off LG's Smart Hub, which also made navigating their menus somewhat of a chore. It's this all-in-your-face approach that bogs down the system. Sometimes less is more. I'm not gonna lie, Dolby Vision would be nice to have, even though I'm not a fan of the warmer look it gives off. But it's one of those features that I would rather have and not use as much than not to have at all. This one was a long one and literally took me a week to complete. If you guys found any value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. In my future video, I will be comparing the LG C1 against the Samsung S95B. That should be a good one. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is Chris Culture, and I'm out. Peace.
Thanks, Chris, to make this nice video. I also want to say S95B is fantastic TV overall. Its self-emissive panel technology is super for watching movies, for gaming in a dark room. HDR content looks superb thanks to its high brightness, high peak brightness, and exceptional color gamut. It also has an exceptional viewing angle also, so you can enjoy an accurate image from any angle, making it amazing for watching sports or TV shows. Sadly, it uses extremely uncommon pixel layout that results in noticeable color fingering and blurry text. So it's not well suited for productivity use as a PC monitor, and it's also best suited for completely dark rooms, as it has raised blacks in a room with any ambient lighting, and the screen has a pink into, and mind it has no Dolby Vision. But for gaming, it has extremely low input lag. Uh, it's a dream TV for any gamers, but it has no Dolby Vision, minded. I actually prefer overall the X95K, which is a mini LED. Yes, it has some bloom, but guys, I actually personally like this X95K mini LED TV. And for TV shows, this Samsung S95B also an excellent for watching TV shows in bright room. It has actually incredible reflection handling, so it can easily overcome glare in a bright room. Unfortunately, actually, you are in a room with any amount of ambient light, backs appear raised, and there's a pink tint to the screen. It has an exceptional viewing angle, which is great for wide sitting area, or if you like to move around with the TV as the image remains accurate. And it also upscales lower resolution content well. The smart interface has a great selection for streaming apps, so you are sure to find your favorite shows. Those who are a sports lover, I also want to say it's an amazing for sports in a bright room. It has a good peak brightness and incredible reflection handling, and the quick response time. So motion looks clear, and it has excellent gray uniformity with very little distracting dirty screen effect. If you are in a room with any amount of ambient lights, blacks appear raised, and there's a pink tint to the screen. It also has exceptional viewing angle also. So if you like this video, please guys subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. Thanks for your time.